Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, then welcome. My name is Kristina, and on my channel we talk all things beauty from my own experiences. So before you go, make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave any comments that you have for me down below. I haven't done a favorites video since October, so today we're going to be doing our first favorites video of 2023. I think I'm just going to combine it with all of the products that I had been loving for winter of 2023, so essentially November, December, January, and February. So let's get started. I'm very excited to share these with you guys. My first favorite that I want to share with you guys is actually one product that I've been using all throughout my YouTube career, and honestly before I started YouTube back in 2016. I know it's been a while, but it is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. This is the original one with SPF 50, and mine is in the shade medium tan. Since I was using this at the beginning of like my YouTube career, I don't believe they had the shade medium tan, but through the years they have expanded their shade range. So medium tan is definitely a way better option for me, because before I think I was mixing medium and then the shade above it, and now this is my perfect match. So IT Cosmetics actually sent me this foundation. However, I did have a couple already in my makeup collection because, like I said, I've been using this for years, and I've been using this a lot the last couple of months, and I forgot just how good this foundation is. Sometimes you get caught up in everything that brands are launching, and especially as a YouTube content creator, I'm constantly trying new foundations and new products. So it was kind of like a breath of fresh air to use this again. So the reasons why I really like this foundation. First of all, it is a CC cream, so it does have those skincare benefits in it versus just a regular foundation. It has hyaluronic acid, it helps with uneven skin tone, texture, hides wrinkles, fine lines. So the specific skincare benefits for me would be that this foundation helps to hide my pores, it helps with uneven skin tone and discoloration, and also I'm hitting my 30th birthday this year, guys, in the summertime. So the anti-aging in this product is gonna definitely come in handy. I actually didn't know this, but this CC cream is the #1 SPF foundation in the US, which I'm not surprised about. While I was working at Ulta, this actually was the most recommended foundation that I recommended to customers because I felt like it was the most versatile and most foolproof foundation. And I would say that I recommended it to all age ranges. Whenever I was kind of like stuck, I was like, this is a great one, and I've been using it for years. I really like to apply this one with a brush if I want more coverage. So today I actually applied it with my IT Cosmetics #7 brush. This is like the dual-ended brush. I've had this for quite a while, and it's super versatile. You can use it for a cream contour, cream blush, foundation, concealer, pretty much anything that's a liquid. I really enjoy using this with it. So I applied my concealer with the smaller end, and then I went in to the foundation mixed in with a little bit of serum, and then I applied it onto my face. I did underpaint a little bit, and I just really love the coverage that I get from this. It is full coverage, but if you mix it with something like a moisturizer or a serum like I did today, it does give you a little bit more of a thinner consistency. So if you're not feeling like you want that full coverage on a specific day, you can always mix it with a moisturizer, a serum like I did today, and it really thins it out and helps it like spread across evenly, but you still get really good coverage, and you could also build it as well. I will link down below where you can purchase this foundation. You can obviously get it at Ulta, and you can also buy on IT Cosmetics website online. That one's really nice because you can see all the information there, all the color matches between all the other different complexion products, and there's a lot of skincare as well in the IT Cosmetics line. My next favorite is the Embryolisse cream. I think that I've mentioned this like a handful, like a dozen times on my channel since I started using it, but truly this has become a holy grail, a staple in my routine. I think that it's a beautiful primer. You can also use this as a moisturizer, but I opt to use this on top of my skincare just because I like the added moisture that it gives me. I think it's a great primer for all skin types. It could definitely seem like it's a little heavier, but I promise you it absorbs into the skin really well, and it just gives you a really even canvas, and everything goes onto it perfectly. I truly love it. I think that doing a really good skincare routine before your makeup makes the biggest difference in how your makeup looks, and this definitely aids in just how like fresh my makeup looks whenever I use this. Another favorite recently, again, not a new product, but I've been really enjoying going back to this. I bought a new bottle a couple months ago. This is the Glow Recipe Niacinamide Dewdrops. So I actually really like using this as a primer for my makeup versus just my skincare routine. But today I actually, like I said, mixed it with the It Cosmetics CC cream and just thinned that out a little bit. And the way that this is super hydrating, it just is such a beautiful combination on the skin, and I feel like my makeup looks super flawless. I put it on and everything just looked hydrated and almost looked really skin-like. So if you have the Glow Recipe Dewdrops and you've solely been using it in skincare and maybe you love it already, or maybe you're kind of like, this is just okay, try using it as a primer. It's really great. I actually prefer it as a primer. Next are actually a couple of tools right here. And these are the new Real Techniques brow tools, like brow brushes. So this came in a kit actually. This is the number 603, which is a spoolie and then this little spatula to press down your brows. And then we have number 601. And 601 is going to be kind of like your more traditional spoolie. It's a little bigger than the spoolie on the other one. And then you have that angled brush right there if you want to do something like a pomade or maybe a powder for your brows. And then lastly, we have this long handled brow brush. This is the number 607, and I was really drawn to this kit mainly because of this brush right here. This is dense, and I like when bristles on brow products are a little stiffer because I feel like I have a lot more control and I can really set the brows down how I want them to. And this tool, if you have ever tried to feather your brows or maybe even tried to laminate your brows, but they just kind of like all clump together whenever you use a traditional spoolie, try something like this, because I find that this will lay down every single brow hair separately and give you a very, very feathered look. If you don't want to press it like against your skin, you can always just brush it up a little bit and then kind of brush the top of it so it's not like sticking up, you know what I mean? But I love these tools. I think they're super useful. Every single one will give you a little bit of a different look, and the quality is great. I really love Real Techniques brushes, and I know these are going to last me a very long time. Next is a blush from Rose Inc. This is the Lip and Cheek color in the shade Heliotrope. This is what it looks like, and I'm super excited about this blush because it's actually my first product from Rose Inc. and it's gotten me very excited about the brand because this blush has been absolutely beautiful and super versatile. This shade in Heliotrope is described as an apricot color. To me, I thought that this was more of a muted pink. It really reminded me of Tower 28's Magic Hour, which is also one of my holy grail blushes. This does pull a little bit more apricot. It's a little bit more bright in tone, I would say, than Magic Hour. So this actually has squalane and ceramides and other skincare ingredients in it to help with the shine and the dew in this. The way that this feels, it feels like a really I would say not tacky. It doesn't feel tacky, but it's definitely not a super thin, like oily type of cream blush, you know? Like this definitely has a little bit of density to it. And when you apply it, I like to apply this with a blush brush. My blush brush of choice is the Rougher number 4 brush. And I like to stipple this into the product and then I'll stipple it onto my skin. And it truly looks super natural. The finish of this one, again, because it does have those skincare ingredients in it, it is going to be a little bit more dewy on the skin, but when you powder it down, it actually still shows through. So you still get a little bit of that dew, but it's definitely toned down and it looks really nice and natural. Like it kind of just looks like you have healthy skin. And this shade, it doesn't like pull to like gray on me. Sometimes shades that are like lighter in tone like this can look a little like stark on the skin if you're a medium skin tone like I am, but this one actually just adds a little bit of a flush. And I also think that this blush is very buildable, and something that I really like about it is that it layers on top of powder really well. So I would set my under eyes, I might like set my whole face. I've used it several different ways, and then I will go in with a little bit more blush if I feel like I lost some of that intensity, and it goes on really well. It doesn't pick up the powders underneath it. It doesn't go on splotchy. It kind of just smooths over it. So really enjoy this product. I really want to try their other blush shades. If you guys have any recommendations in general from this brand, please let me know in the comments down below, because I would really like to try more from them. The next product is a foundation. It's the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Foundation. I'm not going to go too in depth on this foundation because I've mentioned it in several other videos recently. I'll link it down below in the description for you if you're interested in seeing those. I also have a dedicated review, but I really like this one. This has definitely been in my rotation for the last couple months. It stays on my makeup desk. It looks really beautiful on the skin. It gives you a natural finish and you can build up the coverage, and it just works really well with other products. So I would highly recommend this one. I know that it got a lot of hype when it first released, and I think that that hype is valid. The next product we have again are blushes, and I do have a dedicated review on these, but these are the Merit Flush Bombs. These are the 4 newest shades that they came out with. They're part of the new season edit or a new season collection, and they are the shades Persimmon, Après, Stockholm, and Fox. Specifically, my most favorite of the 4, if I were to recommend one shade, is Fox. It's like the perfect warm tone for someone with medium skin tone like myself. I just love it so much. It's something that I use and I reach for a lot. I've used this shade Fox on my lips and on my cheeks, and these are super buildable. They do have a lot of shine to them, but they're still pretty pigmented. You can build it up to where it looks like just a subtle shade on your cheeks, but you can also build it up to a pretty good intensity. Especially these newer shades, I feel like they are just so vibrant on the cheeks. They go on top of powders flawlessly. Again, you don't see any patching, you don't see any pickup of foundation or powders or anything like that. I like to go in with a separate blush brush, and then I will stipple it onto the cheeks versus swiping it on my cheeks. These new shades have just been such a hit. I love them. I think all of them are beautiful. I'll link in the description box down below where I swatch all of the new 4 shades. Next up, we have these Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Line Smoothing Glosses. I actually have 3 of these. I have the shade Cherry Vanilla, which is my most used, as you can see. I have the shade Velvet, which I'm wearing right now. And then I have the shade George, and I don't know where that is. I actually think it's in my purse. I don't usually go for lip glosses to prep my lips. Typically, I will use like a lip oil, a lip balm, a lip mask or something as I'm doing my makeup, but these have been an exception for me. I really like prepping my lips with these. I feel like they definitely do help smooth out my lips, and they also hydrate my lips, and I like the plumping feeling. These are more of that minty plump versus the really spicy plump. Cherry Vanilla is going to be your sheer red shade, and this one smells really nice first of all, and it feels just really great on the lips. It does feel like a gloss, but it's not an extremely sticky gloss. I was a little unsure about the shade Velvet, but as I've been doing different lip combinations, I've been really liking this to kind of like bring in a little bit more of a cool toned pink to my lip combinations. And today I'm wearing Velvet with the lip liner from Rare Beauty in the shade Bold. And I lined the outside of my lips, and then I put Velvet right on the center, and I kind of just like spread that out. I really enjoy this. I highly recommend. A product that launched this month but is already a quick favorite is the Tower 28 Sculptino in the shade Getty. Now they came out with several new shades of the Sculptinos, which are going to be their cream contours. They already have, which I have sitting on my makeup desk right now, I have 2 of the Tower 28 Bronzinos, and these are going to be more of the warmer shades, and they have a lot of shimmer in them, so it's nice if you want to just add warmth to the skin with a lot lot of radiance, while the Sculptinos have no glitter, no shimmer in them. They're just a very neutral toned contour. And it's that same creamy, velvety texture that their cream blushes and the Bronzinos have, but it's a contour and it's beautiful. I've used this a handful of times and I'm just obsessed with the way that this looks. I've been using this to contour my entire face while I'm underpainting, and today I did underpainting and then I added some on top of my foundation as well. And I just think that this is so beautiful. It doesn't compete with any blushes or any bronzers or anything. It truly just looks like a shadow of a contour on your cheeks. It looks very natural. I'm very excited that they came out with these, and I'm even more excited that they chose to do them with neutral undertones, because I just feel like they would suit a lot more complexions than if they were to do warmer undertones, you know? I love Tower 28 products, and this has been such a good launch. And lastly, we have one more bronzer. It is a drugstore bronzer. This is the L'Oreal Infallible bronzer in the shade Medium. Again, this is not a new product, but it's newer to me. It took me a very long time to pick it up. When it comes to powder bronzers, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I feel like the last year or so, it's been so difficult for me to commit to one bronzer and love it with every single makeup look. But I think this one might be the powder bronzer that, you know, goes with pretty much everything. So this undertone, it's not too warm, not too cool. It really is a nice, like, neutral toned bronzer, so it doesn't make my face look muddy or it doesn't make it look gray. It's just really beautiful to warm up the skin. I can also use this as a contour, but I opt to use this usually as a bronzer. Like, I'll use it to bronze up just on top of everything, just as like a finishing bronzer powder, you know? It's that same very buttery, smooth powder finish that the Infallible powders have, and the pigmentation is amazing. It does have a lot of kick up, like powder kick up. I've been using it with the Morphe brush in V115, and I like to just tap this all around, and I'll tap it off really well, and then I'll just go in circular motions everywhere that I want to add some warmth, and it always looks so beautiful, and it doesn't go on to any cream products badly. Like, it doesn't patch up, it doesn't stick to anything. It really is just a buttery, seamless bronzer, and I really like it. I also have the shade above this one, but Medium has definitely been my go-to. Alrighty guys, those are all of my favorites, the things that I have been reaching for consistently throughout the last couple weeks or months. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below which ones I mentioned. Let me know in the comments down below what products you've been loving recently. And again, I'll leave all the links down below for you guys so you can easily shop these products. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this one. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.